But we saw enough in your game to bring you in for a look. What you do with that chance is all on you. You'll be running with the 2s against the 1s, so nothing's going to come easy. Obviously, this team has some veteran leadership and some explosive young talent. But we wouldn't have brought you out here if we didn't have legitimate interest. So the time for talk is over. Let's see what kind of game you got.
Man, I got all the game you need. Believe that.
Where you headed?
Oh, the locker room. Shower up.
Good. I just hope none of that game you just showcased washes off.
What? Man, this stuff don't wash off. It's part of who I am. It's in my DNA, yo.
Easy. Your jersey ain't in the rafters yet.
Yeah, but...
But you lit it up out there. And everyone in this gym, including the GM and the head man, saw it.
Alright, so what's that supposed to mean?
It means if there's any way to get you here, we're gonna do it. Now get out of here. We'll be in touch.
Alright, I'm looking forward to it. Move, man. What are you doing?
We got our foot in the door. The Suns have offered you a 10-day deal.
Why not a year?
Because you're an undrafted, unproven commodity. But they saw enough to take a flyer on you. So you have exactly 10 days, 240 freaking hours to show that you belong. You perform, you got a shot at a guaranteed deal for the rest of the season. We both live to breathe another day. You don't, you got a shot at being last in a long line of might have beens. And I'm probably out on the street, too. Living in this rat hole.
Hold up. Rat hole? This is all I can afford, because you didn't get me drafted.
Let's call it a charming fixer-upper. Now pack your bags. We're going to the show.
Yeah, boy. I'm going to the league. I got my foot in the door, and I'm gonna kick this sucker down, man.
You better. I don't want to ruin any more suits sitting on these vermin-infested couches of yours.
Man, this is my house he talking about. Finally, I'm in the league.
You did well in the workout and in the scrimmage.
He's a baller. You give him a legit shot, and he's gonna make the most of it. I mean, when it comes down to crunch time, there's no one...
10 days, my man. We'll see if he can swim with the big fish. If he does, he might have a shot to be signed for the rest of the year. He might even find himself a spot in the rotation. If not, son, he's back on the streets. You ready?
I'm ready, willing, and able, sir. You'll see.
Good. Get out of here. You too.
So you the rookie that's gonna shock the world, huh?
Sure as heck don't try.
Good, I'm glad you're here. Just remember, it's all out there for you. Work hard, listen, watch how we do, and you got a chance to be something special. Now let's see what you got.
Thanks. I'm happy to be here, man. I'm pumped. Let's do it.
Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. For the Suns, they continue their stretch of home games. And Bradley Beal's teammates are all smiles as he returns to the lineup after being out.
You're up. Let's go.
Time to do my thing.
And Phoenix has possession. It's a 13-point game. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
You know, you shoot the ball as poorly as they did that night, you're not going to win many games.
Well, Steve, it's not just difficult to win a game with low shooting percentages like theirs. It's nearly impossible.
Well, there's got to be something about Washington producing these 5'9" guards. Whether you're talking Nate Robinson. Both play the game with the confidence and swagger of a power forward.
And stepping out onto the floor now for his very first official NBA playing time. We're going to check out our first glimpse of professional basketball from the Beast. Well, Clark, here's a guy with quite the story. Didn't get picked on draft day. Couldn't find a team until this point in the season.
Well, Kevin, you know because of that he's going to be playing motivated. Often events like that will give a player an added edge, and I don't think there's anybody in the building more motivated than he is.
Well, Isaiah Thomas is not the dunker that Nate Robinson is, but he's a really good finisher around the rim despite his small stature. Able to make mid-air adjustments and has that great touch using creative angles to evade shot blockers.
And Isaiah Thomas, a natural scorer, but also a willing passer. He's trying to find that balance, Clark, between the two.
Kevin, there is always a place for anybody that can put the ball in the bucket with regularity. He can improve as a passer, sure, but his game is scoring the ball, and off of his scoring ability, he's able to set up other people.
Here's Wall, and he slams it one-handed.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
The Beast passes to Plumlee. Suns moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. No luck. Now the Wizards take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, they look totally disjointed, and sometimes you have a night like that. Nothing goes in the basket. It's just pure frustration.
Well, you can call it any number of things, Steve. Disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, dysfunctional. Any of those would fit.
Wizards leading by 9. Here's Wall. 5 points in the game. Shoots from the line. That's good. Wall's got 7.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Down low. Stolen by Nene. And an overpowering.
Tune in this Friday night, January 30th. Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls take on Eric Bledsoe and the Phoenix Suns. Be there.
Welcome back, everyone, to Lopsided First quarter in the books already. Platoon swap here for Phoenix. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Gortat. Nene comes in for DeJuan Blair. Chris Humphries has checked in for Pierce. And it's Webster in for Bradley Beal. So on the floor for Washington. Wall and Webster teaming up in the backcourt. Nene is out there with Kevin Seraphin. And it's Humphries in at the 3, the small forward.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Here's the Beast, covered by Wall. 1:33 left to play here in the second quarter. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Wall's got 9 points.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
Suns trail by 21. Dishes to Morris. Pass to the Beast. There's the screen. He kicks it to Green. Shot clock at 6. Fires from the corner. That one goes. Count. 6 points for him. And the Wizards with possession. Last time they met was in Washington.
That was one of those games where everybody has fun because they blew them out, the bench played, everybody got in on the act.
Nene outside. Humphreys dishes to Webster. The rebound by the Beast. Suns have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting. Gerald Green, hot and cold throughout his career, drafted 17th back in 2005. Steve, the 2007 dunk contest champ, we were there to see that. Then out of the league for over 2 seasons.
Well, Kevin, he was even waived by his teams in Russia and China. So you think about how much he's improved. It's incredible. He's always had the talent to play in this league. I think, had to figure out his niche and understand, how to limit his mistakes. But last year, a terrific campaign for him.
Hits out that one from Ennis.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
And Wall. Here we go now. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Wall's got 4 points in the quarter.
Got a lot of momentum going with his own game. He's been great today and just as hot as he was last time out.
Morris, no good. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close.
All right, let's get our heads on straight. This is not what these people came to see. We've got to talk about that first half. We need better ball movement on the perimeter. Our three-point shooting's been off because we haven't been crisp with our passing. We also played first-rate team basketball offensively. Great job consistently finding the open man and turning some good passes into easy baskets. And we all know we've got some catching up to do. So how about we pick up the pace in the third quarter, get things moving on offense? I won't lie to you. This isn't going to be easy. I don't care what the score is now or an hour from now. What I care about is that we go out there and play with pride.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's... And so it's Washington who scrape up...
The bad news is you play like a 50-year-old wreck bum, and we lost the game. Suppose to ask me what's the good news.
What's the good news?
Good news is I don't think it's possible you could have played any worse.
Is this supposed to be making me feel better?
Nah, man, it's supposed to make you understand that ain't just you. We all got work to do if we're gonna do something special this year. So put this behind you, learn from it, and move on, all right?
Yeah, all right. But a 50-year-old bum, though?
Man, if the shoe fits.
Come on, man.
Fellow basketball fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Last outing for Phoenix, the loss to the Wizards. A real closely contested game. They couldn't come up with a couple of key baskets and they lost by 3.
Well, they hung in there for a long time in that game, just giving themselves a chance to win at the end. But when it mattered the most, they still.
Get up. You're going in.
Here we go.
And Taj Gibson is subbed in for Pau Gasol. Last outing for Chicago, they won that game against the Los Angeles Lakers.
They looked very stable, pretty much from the get-go, guys. A solid output, solid effort. And, you know, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game, but they were pretty solid there.
I was very impressed with the balance they displayed, guys. Different people carrying the load, scoring, making assists, unselfish play. Everything was working.
PJ Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Ennis comes in for Eric Bledsoe. And it's the Beast in for Thomas. Chicago also making some changes. Dunleavy comes in for McDermott, and it's Heinrich in for Derrick Rose. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I had a chance to find out what Jeff Hornacek was discussing with his players. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through the Beast. Coach is looking for something special from him. He's usually not their main option at the offensive end, but it looks like he's going to be today. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris.
It wasn't really the dream scenario that he wanted in his first game. He struggled at times, and of course his team lost as well.
And the one thing he can take to heart is that a lot of players have had rough starts to their careers. That's not uncommon. They'll just have to keep working to get better.
Heinrich.
Really good performance so far on the boards for this club.
Boy, I like the way they've done a great job carving out space under the basket when the shots have gone up. Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
And the Suns training staff renowned around the league for their ability to keep players healthy. They're at the forefront, biomechanics and all that new school stuff. The results have been terrific. It's called preventative maintenance.
They set the pick. Pass to Mirotic. A 3-ball. Good, and Heinrich gets the assist. Mirotic has got 5 points so far.
How about the first quarter for him at the offensive end? He's really had the touch going.
Here's the Beast, guarded by Heinrich. The Beast passes to Morris. Here's the Beast. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. The Beast gets the bucket. And a moment to celebrate here. Those are his first official points as an NBA player. Now here's Heinrich. Defense right on him. To the wing right side. Here's Mirotic. Offensive rebound. Heinrich kicks to Dunleavy. There's 1:40 left in the first. Butler dishes to Dunleavy. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Gibson. Phoenix grabs the miss, and going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And these interconference matchups are important, Kevin. You only see the club twice all season, and it feels a little different. You want to go out and really put on a good performance.
The Beast is on the prowl.
Chicago leading. Heinrich, right side. Gibson setting the pick for Heinrich. And he gets it to go. Steve was talking about, Clark, just moments ago about not playing each other often because they're in different conferences. And, wouldn't you say that affects the way a game will play out?
Most definitely, Kevin. I mean, when it's an opponent you see so little of, there's always a filling out process, and I'm sure that'll be the case today for both teams.
The Beast passes to Ennis. 6 to shoot. Morris with the ball. Working on Gibson.
Steve, they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, it's impressive, too. Clark's already gotten them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Dunleavy kicks to Gibson. Heinrich outside. Releases from 15. Tries again. And the layup by Mirotic. Now it's a 5-point Bulls lead.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Here's the Beast. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
I think they're going to be able to see pretty clearly on the replay that the shot left his hands in time, guys. The evidence is right there.
Yeah, and this is a big call, guys. I mean, they're going to take a very close look at it, even if it seems clear-cut at first glance.
And they're going to count it. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
Yeah, good to see them get that one right. That's exactly why we have this rule in place. And I like it. Each basket is so important.
Tune in this Saturday night, January 31st. Eric Bledsoe and the Phoenix Suns go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. A Western Conference battle. Don't miss it.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
And I like what they've done offensively, really attacking the rim, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And guys, they've been the aggressor early.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Mirotic is checked in for Noah. Gibson comes in for Pau Gasol. Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for McDermott. And it's Butler in for Kirk Heinrich. So for Chicago right now, the forward combination of Dunleavy and Gibson. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the back. And it's Mirotic in at the center position. Suns trail by 10. Well, the Morris twins, Markieff and Marcus, drafted back-to-back with the last 2 picks of the lottery back in 2011 out of the University of Kansas. Steve, 13th and 14th overall.
Well, like a lot of twins, Kevin, they are extremely close. They live together. They even have the same tattoos. Both thrilled when they were reunited with the Suns, and it showed on the court. They both played very well.
Gibson setting the pick for Rose. Kicks it to Gibson. In the corner, it's Dunleavy. Wide open look, and he gets it to go.
Assist from Taj Gibson.
Phoenix with the ball. 9-point game. Morris passes to the Beast. That's good. The Beast's got 5 points in the quarter.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Outside Butler. Dishes to Rose. The steal. Here we go. All alone. Book it on the money from the Beast. Now just a 5-point Chicago lead.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And those are the kind of plays that will turn that deficit into a lead quickly. So solid defense on the ball, that's the key. Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
To the left wing. Morris passes to the Beast. To the right side. Ennis dishes to Green. 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off, and he gets the bucket. And that's 15 points for the Beast.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Rose kicks to Mirotic from 12 feet out. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Mirotic has got 9. Suns trail by 5. Good ball movement here by the Suns. The Beast passes to Morris. Here's the Beast. 15 points in the game. Back to Green. From outside, off the mark.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And that one's good by Butler. Now it's a 7-point Chicago lead.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best. Muscle flex time on that jam.
He wanted these people, Steve, to hear that one.
He got that right. Going up with some force.
Outside Rose. And the shot is long.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And here's the fast break. And the wide open shot from Green. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
And Mirotic kicks to Rose. This one for 3, and that one's good. Rose has got 15 points.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
Suns trail by 6. In the corner, it's Morris. And here's Ennis. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The Beast passes to Morris. Fades back. And the shot no good, a bit short.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Dunleavy dishes to Gibson. He feeds it to Mirotic. Outside Rose. The pass to Butler. It's another look. And that's not going to go. And so we conclude the first half. Rolls out front, up 6. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And Tom, the team did a good job limiting turnovers in that second quarter. Was that the key improvement to finishing off the first half to a positive note?
Well, that's a big part of it. When you're turning it over, we're giving them easy scoring opportunities, and they're getting a lot of confidence. Now making the simple pass, hitting the first open man, and it allows us to get our defense set going back.
Coach, thank you for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. Very nice offensive first half from the reserves. You guys had a big impact. We'll be coming back to you in the second half. One place we've had success was in the low post on offense. Great positioning. Good job finding the open passing lanes and getting the ball in tight. This is a very tough opponent, and we've got a difficult half in front of us. But I've got all the faith in the world in you guys. I know you can get this done.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Excellent game we've seen from Derrick Rose. 15 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And that may not be the first thing people notice about his performance, but those are important.
Substitution.
Let's go. You're in.
Dang, about time.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Bulls. The Suns shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Ennis out there with Gerald Green. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Morris in at the 4 slot. Rose, that's good.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team.
A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Alex Lenz checked in for Markieff Morris. Tolliver comes in for Marcus Morris. Archie Goodwin, he's checked in for Gerald Green. And it's the Beast in for Ennis. Tony Snell's checked in for the Bulls. Brooks comes in for Rose.
You know, the league seems pretty serious about creating more parity between the teams. A big sign of that was the last CBA, where the NBA more than tripled the amount of revenue sharing between the big market and the small market teams. The little guys, I think, are in a much better position now than they were a few years ago.
And most NBA teams now can turn a profit with the revenue sharing and still field a competitive team.
And I think that's really important, that you try to balance it out between the large market teams and the smaller market teams. Clearly, revenue creation is different when you're in a bigger market versus a smaller one. So with the tougher luxury tax and revenue sharing, the size of your market is a little bit mitigated. And so therefore, everybody has a better chance to be competitive.
Brooks kicks to Snell. They set the pick. The drive by Brooks. Comes up empty down low.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's the Beast. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
Here's Brooks, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for McDermott.
Bulls substitution. Mike Dunleavy.
Here's Snell. Feeds to Dunleavy. Clock at 6. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. They get it back. Passes it to Snell. Dunleavy kicks it to Noah. Snell, the pass to Noah. Poked loose. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Goodwin. And it's Dunleavy with the rebound.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
There's a screen. The dish to Snell. There's the three. And the Bulls with another miss. The Suns have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Here's the Beast. Not really his range, and it's off target.
Not sure what he was thinking there. That's embarrassing.
You think? I mean, come on now. Doesn't he realize there's a game going on here?
You can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
Dunleavy's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Here's the Beast. Brooks covering to end the drought. And up and in it goes with the lay-in from the Beast. And here are the Bulls now. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. The drive by Brooks. That one wide left.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Here's the Beast. Trains the three-pointer. The Beast's got 20 points. Bulls have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Brooks dishes to Noah. Gibson setting the pick for Noah. Here's Snell. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to fight over the top of that.
Here's the Beast.
Well, the old days of the dollar-for-dollar luxury tax are gone. The new, more punitive luxury tax really changing the way the league does business. Teams like the Knicks and the Lakers and the Celtics, high-revenue teams, they're not nearly as willing to go into that tax anymore. So it really has kind of leveled the playing field.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
And Steve, you mentioned the new luxury tax and
That's his first personal foul.
well, Chicago has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And it's Rose penetrating. And the baseline jumper, no good.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure
he was going to knock that down.
A nice shot by Tucker.
And the bounce pass was the key to the play.
Phoenix making some changes. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Morris. Warren comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's the Beast in for Eric Bledsoe. Then for the Bulls, Bairstow, he's checked in for Noah. Dunleavy comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Heinrich in for Jimmy Butler.
You know, they've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done it. Oh,
get it! Oh, watch out now. Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with two hands on the stuff.
Nothing extravagant about it, but there didn't need to be.
The Beast passes to Warren. Gets a very good look and converts.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Rose kicks to Dunleavy. There's the feed to McDermott. Heinrich sets a screen for McDermott. Pass to Heinrich. And he banks in the layup.
Well, you hate to see a guy suffer through a game like this, but his team is winning.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's the Beast. He's covered by Rose. And that one's good. 22 points for the Beast. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Outside Rose. He kicks to McDermott. He dishes it to Dunleavy.
You look at NBA defenses now, more and more they're designed to deny points in the paint and three-pointers and concede long twos. That's the impact of analytics because the numbers indicate the long two is the lowest percentage shot to take.
Lenz checked in for Phoenix. Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Here's the Beast. They get it back. Len, good.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Pass to Bairstow. Kicks to Rose. Right side Rose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Rose has got 11 in the second half.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Here's the Beast. And it's Phoenix scoring again. Well, Chicago has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Dishes it to Mirotic. There's 1:47 left to play here in the fourth. Rose goes in. It's Chicago with another bucket.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
The Suns shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Here's the Beast. He's covered by Rose. Right wing. Now, here's Warren. He feeds it to Len. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. The Beast drills it from outside. The Beast's got 27.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for Chicago.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
And that was a huge advantage. The free throw game, always a significant barometer in terms of who wins and loses.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And I think this win builds confidence for this year in the matchup. They take the first win of the season series, and you know that could play a factor the next time these two teams meet.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for Derrick Rose. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide.
The shot is off. Excellent D there from the Beast. Phoenix has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Now Rose. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And now let's go over to Doris Burke on the sideline for an interview with the Jordan Player of the Game. Doris, take it away.
Derrick, tremendous work on the glass tonight. How important is that aspect of the game to this team?
It's huge. That's all Tibbs talk about. Second rebound. We press the boards. Our bigs are big at it. And when we pass it back out, we usually got the three-pointer. So it's easy basketball.
Derrick, thank you so much. Guys, hard to run if you don't rebound the ball.
Thank you, Doris. Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Clark, Steve, and Doris, and the rest of the crew, Kevin Harlan saying see you next time.
What you mean, man? I just had the biggest scoring game of my brief NBA career. I think it's a perfect time to be smiling.
Hold up. You notice anything about the scoreboard at the end of the night?
Yeah, right next to my number was a really big number. How many points I had.
Only numbers you need to worry about are the ones next to the team names. And in the column, we came up short. No reason to smile or celebrate. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, my bad. I just got excited about how I played tonight, you know?
No worries. You're gonna have a bunch of nights like that. I just hope you have them in winning efforts. Now, come on.
True.
Ice creams, eligible bachelor. in the crib.